Something about her only family was in Missouri.
Streamer Mint says, "Hi Jack, just cheer 20 bits."
Yay, we got $1.20. Thank you guys. And the subscription.
Ryan 15793 says, "Did they call you to tell you?"
Yes, yeah, they weren't happy with me. They definitely were not happy with me.
Bandmom 2024 says, "Hi John."
Hi, Bandmom.
He's throwing things around the house, picture frames and stuff.
Marcia Sorale says, "Hello, I'm here, John."
Hello, welcome in.
Rhino 152,793 says, "Hopefully they don't kick her out."
Yeah. Oh, all we can do is help her for the next 2 days.
Whip It Up Wishes says, "Sorry you're dealing with this, John.
That's all right. That's what I
All
do.
for trying to do good things for people."
Yeah. She's got a warm place to stay tonight, so that's a reward.
Mickey_12,141,617 says, "They might call you again to pay for it."
I already did. I already paid for it another night. I paid for it.
1259, please.
Hello, why one treasons, or you waste the money for the next 2 days.
Yeah. Hopefully they give me a refund. Let me start TikTok real quick. Maybe we'll make some donuts.
Marcia Sorale says, "What happened?"
Nothing. Nothing so far. We've just been driving around.
Cassidy_Goss says, "Did you talk to her, John, and tell her to chill out, LOL?"
I did, and she cussed me out. She said I was nosy and to leave her alone.
Ryan 15793 says, "Will you have to pay for the damage she caused?"
Probably. I don't know. Hopefully it's just a smelly mess. Hopefully there's no...
Jerry Carrick says, "What happened to you last night?"
Computer broke. It definitely
Stream
broke.
Element says, "Thank you for following Billy 7279.
Billy, thank you for the follow.
Rebecca by 9R5R says, "Still rainy in Texas."
Yep, still raining there, and it's 41 degrees right now.
Marcia Sorale says, "No. What happened with the lady?"
Oh, she's just wreaking havoc at the hotel.
Ryan 15793 says, "John, can you risk us to go look?"
Wicked Claws 83 says, "John Ridley's a comment."
Yes, I believe so.
Cassidy Goss says, "She's been in several nursing homes, and as soon as her disability check hits, she leaves. Her family has tried to help her, but she won't stop doing the stuff she's doing."
Samantha sent 15 likes in one go.
Thank you so much. I see you guys over there on TikTok tapping the screen. Yeah,
Baby_girl15 says, "Good evening, John."
Good evening.
Christoka_1710 says, "Hope everyone's having a good evening."
I'm having a good evening so far.
Chastity says, "Posted for Lizzie to read out."
Ivy sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. It's not foggy tonight. That's a good thing.
Cosper says, "Is South Asian Army able to pick her up?"
I don't think so. I can call him tomorrow and ask. I'll call him
Rebecca
tomorrow.
by 9R5R says, "I didn't know I had that voice. LOL."
Yeah, I'll call him tomorrow. That's actually a good idea.
Call girl 15 sent to heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Buckskin says Batrix has correctly joined channel.
Batrix, you don't do nothing. You don't do anything at all,
Buckskin says Batrix has correctly joined the channel.
Ivy says be safe.
Will do. Thank you, Ivy. That's very kind of you.
Marcia Sarale says, is it with her and her son, or what? Are they making you pay for it, or what?
I just paid for 2 more days.
Mary's mind was stolen the name and Apulus on the wall.
Gulf Coast _ Garcia sent a heart me.
Thank you so much, Gulf Coast Garcia. Thank you. Guys, if you're
Ryan 152793 says, I think it will be fun when she have to leave.
Well, it wasn't fun today because she was refusing to leave today. So I'm assuming by Tuesday she's going to refuse to leave again.
10 says, right, I sounded like Frisco, haha.
Yep. So, yeah, I mean, I think the same thing's going to happen Tuesday or when 2 days is up.
Andy416S says, Lizzie said no, she's been on drugs off on since 1992.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Blakely 728 sent a heartbeat.
Thank you for the heartbeat.
Ajax says 2 days for flashlight. Light seems about right in my book log.
I would have much rather bought the flashlight at this point. It'd be cheaper.
What was going on in PD?
What was going on?
Streamoments says, Kristalka _1710 just shared 10 bits.
Thank you for the 10 bits.
Ryan on 152,793 says, I think she's going to get trespass.
Yeah, and me too, probably.
Chillin' like a villain 212 says, 5-0 gonna come get her out.
Bagley Maldonado sent a heartbeat.
Thank you for the heartbeat.
Jacasta says, no, it's Brazoria County, Texas.
Guys, if you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're about 50 miles south of Houston, right on the Gulf
Stream
Coast.
Element says, hey Jack, just cheered 10 bits.
Thank you for the 10 bits, hey Jack. We're about 50 miles south of Houston. We listen to the scanner. We record
Marsha
police
Saraletti
interactions.
says, tell them you want to take your name off the room and make her put her ID on the room.
That's why my name is on there, because she doesn't have ID.
Rebecca X905 says Texas.
Blakely 728 says, hey John, the winter weather is heading your way. It is currently 13 degrees here in North Texas.
Oh man.
Kickaft sent a heartbeat.
It's a heartbeat, thank you.
Farg One Bastard says, you starting YouTube stream.
It should be working right now. It should be going. Is it not?
Crash Panda says, hey, I'm finally on this platform.
Hey, Crash Panda. It should be going now, is it not?
No, not a spray and rising water when the oil war is between fallen and melon. We'll face you. Priya Spears says, are you paying for another 2 nights after 2 nights up?
Yep, I already did. I had to go today and pay it.
Fucking invested, days, get it up.
Chilling like a villain 212 says, you lucky police know you cause if she messes up that rumor board.
Yeah. Guess I am responsible
Sandy
for it.
sent a heartbeat.
Thank you, Sandy, with the heartbeat.
Lacey Billingsley subscribed on YouTube.
Well, thank you, Lacey. Yeah, all systems
Sandy says, how is the hotel dolls?
Well, they're not happy she's there. I did convince them to let her stay till the cold weather
Lillian
passes.
says, "Good evening, John.
Good evening to you.
Did you get the house prepared for the coming weather?"
Yeah, it should be good.
Marcia Zarali says barking YouTube is a hole.
Marcia Saralegui says on.
Yeah, after I paid for a total of 4 nights for.
Ryan 15273 says, "Do you think they will take you caught over the room?"
No, it's not that bad. I mean, it's just gonna be smelly.
Sorith Peng 8046 says, "Hey, John."
Hey. They said it's just smelly. There's not like physical damage to the room.
Ryan 15273 says, "No, I mean after these 2 nights."
Oh, I don't know. I can't do anything. I have $9 to my name after...
Virgin Bastard says hi from YouTube.
I have $9 to my name after paying her for the cooling,
Alan Blevins,
the fan,
South
and the
says
ladies.
YouTube is good.
I have $9 to my name after paying for the ladies' room and my cooling fan. So I can't do anything else.
995 says Virgin Bastard. Ooh.
That's
Sandy
good.
says thanks for the update, Sean.
You're welcome.
Sandy says no more John.
I know, that's what I was trying to... I was talking to Justin. He's like, you've already gone above and
He
beyond.
said, my family has known her and her family since 1992.
Can you call her family?
She really is a completely different person when not on drugs. She's been on the streets the last few years, and everybody has pretty much washed their hands of her this time around.
So they're not going to help her at all, I guess.
Bastard says, let's fix that tonight chat.
Tommy says you're a good guy, John. We have over 3 inches snow, supposed to get over 12.
Oh, man. That's too much.
Crystal Littlefoot says, did you give the lady her flashlight back?
I forgot. Because they called me while I was at Best Buy, so I had to go running over there before they called the cops.
Says, hey, Hannah.
And the flashlight was at home. So I'm still a flashlight thief.
728 says Crystal Lindsay, RP1, Brazoria County, Texas.
Hilma Coker says that Lizzie, what is her first name? She told me.
Ryan 152,793 says, will they contact you if they end up picking her out to get your money back?
Probably not. Probably not. They're not big fans. They're not John fans at this point, I can tell you that much. I can tell you they're not John fans right now.
Hilma Coker says, okay, yes, that's what she said, Lizzie.
Lizzie? Okay. If anyone knows their family, it's time for them to...
SDG says, John, I think you should turn the lady over to Salvation Army or call the closest shelter.
I'm going to call the Salvation Army and ask them what I can do tomorrow. What about adult...
Sergeant Bastard sent a $19.99 super chat.
Thank you so
Grumpy
much.
Old lady fee.
Grumpy old lady fee. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you.
Senator Dasher _OTR says, good evening, everyone.
Good evening to you. With a $19 super chat, thank you.
6 for our text says, that's how it usually goes in this situation. They don't really want to help themselves. It's sad what that stuff does to people.
I don't see her being on drugs. I don't know why I don't, but maybe I just missed it.
Melania C. at 1780 says, Monday you will have to give her the boot.
It's going to be so sad, though.
Big Gabe Keck says John is not getting his money back. They will end up charging cleaning fees even if she gets out early.
Yeah.
Jama said 10 donuts.
With the 10 donuts, thank you.
Marcia Sarale says W. Fargan for the 19.99 super chat.
$19. Thank you, Fargan, for a grumpy old lady fee.
Mama Zero said the donut.
Thank you for the donuts.
Line on 152,793 says, John, she might chase you with her wheelchair if you come back.
Probably. She was cussing me out today when I went there. Because I was just...
Sammy says what's going on, I just got her.
She was cussing me out today when I went there.
Lately, 728 says, how old is the Lady John?
I don't know, 60 something.
Tommy says, what's her name?
All I know is somebody said her first name was Lizzie.
Melanie Cipone, 1784, says her family has gotten her rooms before and ended having to pay for damages, mattress, and carpet. Lizzie said that.
Oh. Lizzie said that. So her name is not Lizzie.
NG416 says Lizzie said her family has gotten her rooms before and ended having to pay for damages, mattress, and carpet.
Everything's up for.
Hilmacoka says, I don't see it either John being off drugs.
I don't see that. I don't think it's that. I'm not an expert, but...
And Mary said a heartbeat.
With the heartbeat, thank you.
Jane 90,034 says, what did I miss?
We're just talking about the... From Thursday's stream, that lady.
Tommy says, how old is the lady in need?
60-something.
64 text says, hopefully they have good mattress protector if it's the case. Streamer says, there's a 1,060,911 just subscribed.
Thank you. With the subscription, thank you so much.
SDG says, good, please do that. John the First, I'm a social worker, and I've helped a lot of people like her use you.
I'm gonna see what resources I got. A couple days.
Hey, Jack says, no, her first name is Cheryl.
Cheryl, okay. Lizzie's the one giving us information. I got you. I'm sorry.
Tammy says, what her situation?
She has no place to stay, so...
What the metric says, what's up, Ghoster?
On a sign of Toronadan was thrown into their wall. A granny vows out around.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
LIZZY05060911 says, thank you for the sub.
Emmy says, is the lady homeless?
Yes. She was gonna be out in this cold for...
Hilma Coker says, when she gets out, she will be in the same area of Ollie's and around the Dollar General area on Plantation.
Oh. Be careful, she's gushy out.
Marcia Zarali says press 7 for 7. 6 cents, a thumbs up for 10 jewels.
Thank you so much. Thumbs up with the 10 jewels over there on YouTube. Thank you.
SDG says she is used to doing this You're Nice Guy streams, not a user.
Well, I got myself in...
Oscar says, John, you've gone above and beyond to help her. Don't feel bad.
I feel horrible because I think I just delayed the inevitable. What's going to happen in 2 days?
Blakely 7-8 says, okay, P.S. may put her in a nursing home if she is over 60 years old.
So, that's a thing, right? Like...
Melania C. at 1784 says, did she ask you for food today?
Yes.
SDG says she gets Social Security, SSI.
Okay.
RYA in 152793 says, I think they will have to call the 5-0 on her when she have to leave.
I don't want them to do that.
Streamerman says, Wicked Clowns 83 just shared 200 bits.
Thank you for the 200 bits, Wicked Clowns. Thank you.
Tommy says social workers don't always help some like to be noisy or make more issues than good.
Extreme Moment says, thank you for following Trex at 2000.
Well, it's definitely out of my area of expertise. I don't know if I'm an expert at anything, but...
Sergeant Bastard says thanks for stopping in Hannah Banana. Grab a chair and stay awake.
There you go. You guys, I don't think they're gonna make traffic stops.
Talking Bastard, say what?
I'm not gonna get the police involved. I'm not.
SDG says, you take an oath to help people, but you don't have to be fooled.
I won't get the police. I will never call the police on the lady. Not me. Not John.
Ajax says, welcome to the mean old lady flashlight Kapir streamer. Bet you can't catch us.
That's right.
Tammy says STG, SSI don't pay folks enough.
We're coming into Angleton now, guys.
Musico says, hello, John and Trunkies.
Hello to you.
Janet90034 says, what did you say? I didn't understand it.
Slopes, he says, hey, John, be safe out tonight.
Will do. I would never do anything unsafe. It's against all these platforms' policies to do so.
SDG says no, but it will pay her rent or senior housing.
RTK 1414 just resubscribed.
Thank you, RTK.
Stream Moment says, RTK_141 for just subscribed for 12 months in a row.
12 months in a row. Thank you so much, RTK.
El Macoca says she's in the system for theft, criminal trespass. Had 11 different charges.
Oh. Any rug charges?
64 Artex says, you put her through the storm. You did good.
Because that's what everybody's saying. Do you see any of those?
Says SDG there is not a long wait list. Most places have long wait lists.
Right on while our way is a man, then I'll know what about.
What?
Sergeant Bastard says, did you say no to her food request?
Oh no, I got her some food. I went and got her some nuggets.
Melanie said 1784 says, you might not have a choice to get the police involved.
I'm not going to get the police involved. I'm not. John is not. I do not call the police unless I'm legally obligated to
Leslie
do so.
Emmerders 337 sent a $19.99 super chat.
Thank you.
Sorry, so grumpy.
Thank you so much. Another $19 super chat. Thank you.
LIZZY05060911 says, my mother-in-law sent you some of the family members' names on Messenger, John.
Okay, I will check it out.
They are in the Sweeney area.
Okay, thank you so much. Oh, that'll be really useful.
Marcia Sorale says, yeah, if she's on C, she should get paid 29th of this month.
See, that's what I was looking for. Some family members to talk to. Thank you so much.
Alan Blevins I3 South says Monday is going to be the coldest.
Oh man, that's the day they're kicking her out, right?
RTK_1414 says, is chat delayed again?
Shouldn't be.
David Brown subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Milkit Lisa sent heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Sergeant Bastard says give me the number, John. I'll call if needed.
Our Stelliar train says, TTs, I mean.
TT? TTS? Is it behind? John, Twitch is delayed with the chat. Okay, we'll I'll take these voices
Marcia Sorolegli says SSI payments are $996 a month.
That's not enough for anything.
Mr. Pep says, Looks like the rain showers have dissipated for the most part, for now.
That's good.
Hilma Coker says, no.
And Marie says, didn't someone say she had a son? Does anyone know where he is?
Well, let me take a look and see what I have in Messenger, and let me see what I can do.
Gulf Coast _ Garcia says there's a man that sleeps in front of Sherwin-Williams paint store in Angleton. Hope he's warm.
Sherwin-Williams?
Margin Bastage says, man, John, you're a softie on the food thing even after she was not very nice generally.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna... I mean, she just isn't like she can go herself.
64R text says, maybe an air freshener or something so they don't complain of smell.
Yeah. I think most...
152,793 says, John, can you call them and see how much it will be for damage she caused?
Yeah, I'll I don't know. I got 2 more days.
Melanie 1784 says, but you can't feel bad, John. You helped her enough.
Kevin, thank you so much.
And Mom 2024 says, John Church is delayed with the chat.
All right, I'll need to stop and turn on regular voices. I'll put on...
Does it like you says your chat is delayed over hair on your top?
Okay, I'll get it fixed. Let me pull over at the windmill. I'll get it fixed.
How cold is it there in BC County, Texas?
It's 41 degrees right now. That's according to my car, which is usually...
Alan Blevins, I-3 South says, I am just in Bay City.
Bay City? Gotcha. What's the temperature there?
Rocky from Space says, hey John, it's been a while. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you? 202.
6 for Artex says, yeah, Monday through Wednesday is going to be in the 30s.
Well, hopefully all this water...
Coker says, no drug charges.
There you go. I didn't think that. I mean, I've been around...
He says Social Security don't pay enough.
So I didn't think... She doesn't strike me as that type. I don't see those signs.
Says, I have some blankets I could send with you if you want.
No, I'm not going to watch her go out on the streets. I know that.
Dakota says Kroger for Corner Shopping Center under HR Block.
Under H&R Block.
Big David says none of her charges are related to drugs.
I don't see those signs.
Dakota says his name is Brian.
His name is... That's weird, that voice saying his name is Brian.
Says 12.
All units checkers. Station ready for service.
Alan Blevins, I-3 South says 37. Kitty Cat says, what's going on with your window? It looks like it's raining.
It is raining a little bit.
Respond to 382.
J9 Val says air freshener won't help. Hotels have ozone machines to get rid of the smell. Unless the mattress is damaged, they likely won't charge.
Jack says Patrick's half don't get no damn credit around her.
All right, let me see if I'll fix the voices to the regular voices.
That says Social Security pays. What you pay into it?
Timmy says hot temperance 10 degrees.
RYN1527993 says, can Baker pass you?
What? I'm going to try to fix the voices so we can get them caught up, guys.
LIZZY05060911 says, no, she has no drug charges, but her son Carl does, and when they are together, yes, they do meth and other drugs. Not sure how long he hasn't been with her this time.
Big Ictuota says 38 in Danbury.
Streamelman says, Blazer Kimberly just cheered 15 bits.
Thank you, Blazer Kimberly.
Dakota says if not, they're Hayes at McDonald's. Look for his house slippers he wears.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to fix these voices.
Blakely 7 to 8 says Tommy, 13 degrees here.
Abilihet Hayes, I have Hayes Rags was this a Hayshet Wishet Ajio.
Stop. No, it's going to fake random voices till I get another one. Hold on, guys. I'm trying.
Stream Element says, with Clan 83 just shared 200 bits.
Thank you so much. All right. With the 200 bits, thank you so much.
Bamarol Tide 66 says, hello, John, Pam, and Trunkies.
Hello to you. All right. I've switched it to over on Amazon voices.
J9 Vel says, John, I'm a hotel general manager. If you need help talking to the hotel, just DM me.
Okay. Yeah, that seems to be caught up now. That's way better. I just picked some random voice.
Angie 416S says, 39 in Mississippi. Orion 152793 says, John caught a case, but with a hotel.
I did. They do not like me. Definitely do not like me. All right, let's see here.
RTK _ 1414 says, Wahoo, we are back on with TTS.
Yeah, now it should be good.
Marsha Sayalegui says yes, it's caught up, thanks, John. Fargan Bastage says, is it caught up, Toe?
Yeah, it is cold. It's freezing. It's absolutely cold to me. I mean, it's not technically freezing. It's 41, according to Camaro weather.
Crystal says, hello, John.
Hello to you.
Ryan 152793 says, John, try to go rent the same room.
No, I don't think. I think I'll avoid there for a while.
I'm here to talk about your car. Fargan Bastage says yes. Stream Element says, thank you for following Might Beheminga.
Thank you for the follow.
J9 Vel says, this happens all too often. Hotels are pretty used to it. Rocky from Space says, be careful out there, John.
Yep.
Blakely 728 says hi from Oregon from Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, Odin took my electric blanket.
Ooh, I'd have to fight Odin for that. He's a share.
Ryan 152793 says, what did they all say when they called you?
Just ask me a lot of questions. Just, why'd you give us this lady, basically? It's cold in Oregon.
Anne-Marie says I was late tonight. Was there an issue with the hotel and her staying to Yajir?
Yeah, but I got her paid. I paid for another 2 nights.
Blakely 728 says I wonder if the lady behind Wendy's in Angleton is okay from Brian.
Behind Wendy's? I don't know.
Hey Jack says, I bet this lady that's talking is a flight attendant and loves skiing.
Well, I just...
Marsha Sayalegui says, just be careful, John. If the manager at the room bans her, then since your name is on the room, then you might be banned as well.
Yeah, they'll tell me. I got myself in a little bit of a pickle over there. I'll get out of it, though. I'm like a cat. I land on my feet.
Black tank top, black shorts, with a white stripe across. Hey, you're coming up, Broken.
Fargeen Bastage says Ra.
Hey, 42, you didn't come across.
Hey Jack says, hello John, this is the hotel manager. You need to come get your mean old more shiz yelling at Jessica down the hall again.
Yeah, they said.
Ryan152793 says, John, how are you giving me some flashlight back without her going crazy?
Don't know. Haven't figured that part out yet.
Fargeen Bastage says, keep the flashlight.
Now try to get it back to her.
Hey Jack says, she gonna come at you like a spider monkey lol. Ricky Bobby, quote. Dakota says if they didn't demo the old high school, there would be a place in Angleton still. Fargan Bastage says was kidding. Kinda. Melanie Syep 1784 says, you have till Monday morning, correct, John?
Yeah.
Ryan152793 says, can she roll her wheelchair by herself?
Yes, that I did know. Yes, I saw her.
Hannah sent 4 donuts.
Hannah with the 4 donuts. Thank you so much, Hannah. All right, we'll go check out by Buc-ee's and back around. Let me turn on the big scanner.
Hey Jack says, John, if I was you, I would get a plane ticket out of here soon. She's coming for that light.
That's right.
Lil Bit Lisa says hello.
Hello?
Psycho Kitty sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me, Psycho Kitty.
Alan Blevins IEs says just let her live with you. Ryan152793 says, I would if it just smells or is something damaged.
Don't know. I think it just smells.
Psycho Kitty sent a popular vote.
With the popular vote, thank you.
Podula Pod says, foggy night.
First available wrecker.
Psycho Kitty says, good evening, y'all.
I-59 northbound main lanes just north of FM 1314 on the abandoned vehicle. Need first available wrecker. I-59 northbound main lanes just north of 1314.
Sandy says, did you help her shower, John?
No, stop it. Stop it. That's one thing I know I can't do.
Lil Bit, Lisa says, citizen_fam, I'm not sure. I just got here not long ago. Marsha Saelegui says, John the First Love this live stream. It's never a dull moment on here, and it always has me cracking up LOL.
Well, thank you for being here.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, John the First was watching some of your old videos last night. Lol, I want to know. What were you thinking when that girl squared up to punch your phone, lol?
I was thinking, poor thing, she's already getting arrested.
Ryan152793 says, so I guess the housekeeper didn't get in.
I was thinking to myself, poor girl is going to get arrested for DUI anyway.
Yeah, that nosy, ridiculous-looking guy stole my light. I was lost in my room for 3 days and couldn't see anything.
Oh, shit.
Blakely728 says, yeah, you let her move in with you. She got SSI from John.
Nope.
Kim B. Crafton with Pups says hello.
Hello, Kim B. Crafton.
Kim B. Crafton with pups sent a heart me.
Kim B. Crafton with the heart me. Thank you.
7594. 2437 75.
Kim B. Crafton with pups sent 3 donuts.
With the 3 donuts, Kim B. Crafton. Hi, guys.
Ryan 152793 says, John, let's go return it.
I've got to get some of those things you guys always yell at me for buying. So, let's see where I can park here. I'll be right back.
Hey Jack says, hey guys.
Hi.
Hide your lights. Blakely 728 says he's getting the flavored air.
That's right.
Stream Element says, Wicked Clowns 83 just tiered 300 bits. Big Devept cares, he's finally getting some mini magnums. Hilma Coca says, y'all are causing John to have to get some smokes. 64 Artex says, ouch. Bargain Bastage says membership is very reasonable. RTK underscore 1414 says, ouch. Hey Jack says, ooh 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 coo 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 coo. Big Devepta says, shit that hurt. Liniment says, ouch my head. Anna Lemon says, well damn well feel again.
I'm back, everyone.
Ryan 152793 says, my head hurts. Little bit Lisa says we are upside down.
Every time.
RTK underscore 1414 says, someone call the ambulance, I have a concussion.
Every time.
64 Artex says, Charlie dropped me.
Every time
Alicia Kimberly says, I've fallen and I can't get up. Fargame Bastige says I've fallen and I can't get up.
Sorry, guys.
Catherine Munnett says we have fallen and we can't get up. Ryan 152793 says, damn it, John.
How did that happen every time?
Lol.
Every time I get out of the car, you guys fall down.
83 says, I'm starting to think he's doing that on purpose.
I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not.
IE says that hurt. Blakely 728 says he dropped us like a bad habit.
I don't know why. Every time I get out of the car, you guys fall.
Says ha 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 WTF. K Casper says, I've fallen and can't get back up, help. Marsha Sayalegui says, oh no man down. 64
I came back for you.
Artex says, I'm suing.
Dope.
Ajax says, I hope you have Advil.
I got liability. That's all I got.
Tide 66 says, I just woke up on the floor.
Sorry?
Emma Lemon says, my best friend works there. Dean Vincent Music says, that was an interesting view to come to. Bio Preppers 1 says, listening to the scanner. Ryan 152793 says, John, I'm suing you for my hospital visit now.
I just have liability, that's all. So.
Ryan 152793 says, lol.
All I have
Catherine
is...
Munnett says, geez, John. Emma Lemon says, when you shut door.
When I shut the door?
Edmund says, do I send my bill to you?
Yeah, with...
Blakely 728 says, I am Form Austin TX from Haley.
Welcome
Marsha
in,
Sayalegui says Queen underscore 7774 sent 67 joules.
Thank you so much for the 67 joules.
Ajax says, I wasn't even drinking this time. How did I get down there?
Go.
Jethro Miller says Queen underscore 7774 sent 100 for 2 joules 3 times.
Thank you so much for the joules.
Catherine Munnett sent a heart me.
With the heart me, thank you.
Emma Lemon says,
The phone falls when you shut door.
I think that's what's going on here.
Ryan152793 says, you're still the old lady flashlight now, you're knocking all the trunk out.
You can send your...
Ryan152793 says, steal. Stream Element says, Wicked Clowns 83 just cheered 350 bits.
350 bits, thank you so much, Wicked
Blakely
Clowns.
728 says, don't send your bill to him. He only has 9 from John.
You can send all hotel bills.
Said _ easy says, good evening, John.
Good evening to you, I said over easy.
Ajax says, W Wicked. Catherine Munnett sent a donut.
We got a donut. Thank you so much for the donut.
On the way back to you.
Ryan152793 says, John Cute, 2 cases now.
2 cases, yeah.
64 Artex says, I think Angleton Tractor Supply Co. has straw if y'all need some for stray animal bedding. Big Devep says, John hired the lady as the complaints department coordinator.
From the end of December.
Hold on, guys.
I believe she might be living at 219 Brockman.
I was paying attention to that call. Maybe our old lady got in trouble. I shouldn't call her old lady. That's not nice. Where are we today? Right now, we're in Angleton, Texas.
Shine.D.979 says, hey, everyone.
Hi.
You staying warm, John?
I am very warm right now. That's why I'm hoping I don't have to get out.
Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas.
That's where we are.
We're about 50 miles south of Houston. Hajack says, who has custody of Frankie during this storm?
I tried to catch him. He couldn't.
Blakely 728 says, remember John only has $9. Ryan152793 says, what will you do if we hear the call for the hotel tonight?
I will go there.
Dean Vincent Music says, it will be colder tomorrow night. Catherine Munnett says, do you know when the freeze line will be in LJ?
Have we written that lost property, so we're going to turn things back and have contact them.
I think I just heard 203 on the radio. He's always a big fan of us.
Shine.979 says, looks like the high Tomo is like 35 colon face, red droopy eyes.
Yeah.
Ryan152793 says, she would kick our butt.
I just heard 218
RTK_1414 says, can we get Frankie a hotel room too?
If I can find him.
Dean Vincent Music says, they said the freeze line might not hit us here until like 4 or 5 a.m.
That's what I'm counting on.
Fargine Bastage says a call to the hotel would be interesting.
Yeah, that's why I think I...
Is that sewer subject? Caller?
That's Alvin, okay.
Affirmative.
That's why I didn't do none of the other stuff I've done on live, because I don't want people doing stuff like that, calling the hotel.
Rebecca X9R5R says fashionably late. Jethro. Ryan152793 says, John, we are fry about that situation. Kirsty McLeod sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Binwild 202567 says, hey everyone.
Hello to you.
Catherine Munnett says, don't forget to trickle the faucets.
Oh yeah.
Fargine Bastage says, not a lot of traffic tonight.
No, I think most people are staying home.
McLeod says, good morning from Scotland.
Good morning to you.
Clear for a call. Parking or yelling from the street.
Dean Vincent Music says, did you have a good day, John?
I did. Wasn't bad. I got in trouble from a hotel manager and I got my computer fixed.
Loose brown puppy, he believes may have been John.
Loose brown puppy.
Binworld 202567 says, how are you doing, John? Fargene Bastage says I meant a police dispatch call to the hotel would be interesting.
Hold on, guys. What's 219? Shots fired at 219?
Marsha Sayalegui says Laura_M_33 says, John, you may need to take the woman to a hotel that accommodates homeless. Ryan152793 says, John, let go, visit our friend at the hotel lol.
No, she yelled at me last time I went there. She yelled at me. She's not a big John fan. Because I asked her to please keep the room clean and if she could to take a bath, and she said, get out of here. You're nosy. It's like, all right, just offering friendly advice. Who are you? I said, I'm the guy that paid for your room.
Nothing on it says what city did the 219 come from?
Show one male detained include.
Angie416F says, John, don't be nosy lol.
Yeah.
Texas Man the Legend says, howdy John.
Hey Texas Man.
Mets12 says, dang John, you can't be nice to nobody lol.
That's right. I even pushed her. What the hell?
Dakota says she yelled at you since minute 1.
I know. Oh, and
Marsha Saralegui says, dang John, after all you do for her, she's still rude. That's not very nice.
I don't think she understands.
Ryan152793 says, did it smell John when you by the door?
I did not smell anything from outside the room.
Bastage says she didn't even remember you. Texas Man the Legend says, John, you're not the one that paid for the room. You're the one who forgot the McNuggets.
That's right.
Dean Vincent Music says, did you at least get her flashlight to you?
No, I forgot it at home. Uh-oh, this is some big rain here. We might be cooked, chat. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad.
Kokoda says dementia.
Maybe.
64 Artex says, yeah, forgot. Shine.D.979 says you did a good deed regarding.
Yeah. I did what I could.
Shiny.D.979 says regardless. Blakely 728 says no, not cooked, just drenched. Dean Vincent Music says it has been like that all night. Random big rain that only lasts a few moments then goes away.
Yeah.
Fargene Bastage says he's holding the flashlight hostage.
Nope.
Ryan152793 says, John, do you think you will keep getting calls from them?
29. Don't know.
Texas Man the Legend says, time to hold down the block from the car wash.
Yeah.
Mets12 says, how's she's holding up at the hotel, John? Fargene
not good.
Bastage says Bish better act right.
That's not nice.
5540.
5540, go ahead.
Hey, Colin.
Emma Lemon says Sawyer gotten Brooke into.
Sawyer's did?
Kim B. Crafton with Pups says what is going on with hotel lady. I missed it.
The hotel is not happy she's there. That's a big summary, and I had to pay for another 2 days for her.
Emma Lemon says yes.
Well, I'm going to be at Sawyer's in a minute. Just now Sawyer's got broke into, or earlier?
Fargene Bastage says May. Sometimes I'm not nice. Kim B. Crafton with Pups says oh no. Ryan152793 says, John let go get a room next door by her.
No way. I can't. No way.
Marsha Sayalegui says no Fargene. He's just holding the flashlight and keeping it warm. It's cold outside.
It is.
It's a big world out there.
It is, yeah. That's good.
Hilmakoka says, is inside your car getting rain in?
I don't think so.
Kokoda says she's not going to leave if you keep paying.
I know.
Emma Lemon says, no earlier in the middle of night.
Okay.
Fargine Bastage says, John Hannah Banana 6 says hi.
Hello.
First name's going to be Ida Robert Victor Ida.
Kim B, crafting with cups, says, will they kick her out the room?
I'm hoping not.
Big Devep says, overnight last night, Sayers was broken into. They posted video shots of the two suspects on Facebook.
That's nice.
Ryan152793 says, we can be friends with her. Bandman2024 says, does she need help taking a bath? I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just asking.
I don't know if I can.
Dakota says there are two options, Alvin and Freeport.
Okay.
Blakely 728 says, John, the chat on the right side of the screen is not moving. All it says from you is test.
Oh. Well, let me take that off there then. Oh, I better know why. Well, that's just obnoxious. I'll fix that. Give me a second.
Jeffrey Miller says, allegedly I bet this is the issue she had with the Salvation Army. They probably tried to get her to bathe and such. So now they're nosy too, allegedly.
Hold on, I'll fix that. Thank you for letting me know. That's obnoxious.
Backstage says, Glenbeam 4409 wants you to know you depository your efforts.
Thank you so much.
Marsha Sailegui says, hey John, you farted, and it stinks we can all smell it back here in the trunk.
It wasn't me.
Texas Mega Legend says, looks like the rain has stopped.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping it would happen.
Blakely 728 says, okay, just letting you know.
No, thank you for that. I didn't catch it.
728 says you're welcome anytime.
Give me a second, I'll pull over here.
Artex says, I'm cold in the trunk.
I don't know why I didn't notice that, but you're cold in the trunk? Hell yeah, it's the window's broke, so you might be. Let me see if I can pull over here and fix that real quick.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, I hope the lady gets help. Maybe someone can go over there dressed and scrubs and act like a nurse and go help her.
Yeah, I know I can't do that. That would definitely be frowned upon.
203-214.
I knew I heard 203's voice.
Good. You're 10-4. Do you need help with anything?
Good. Negative, I'm 10-4.
Banner Roll Tide 66 says, damn slots are rigged. Mets 12 says, John, have you quit smoking yet?
No.
Angela Segura says she's not going to let no one touch her. Marsha Sayalegui says we all need blankets back here in the trunk and hand warmers if possible. Bayou Preppers 1 says, and clean up so John doesn't have to pay for cleanup. Ryan 152793 says, I think she will yell at them like she do with John.
Yes.
Dean Vincent Music says, 203, our favorite fan.
Yeah.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, damn slots.
Dang, now I gotta go protect Sector JG.
Bandman 2024 says, anybody want to use my heated blanket? You're welcome to. It's big enough for everybody.
I'm trying to get that off there, guys.
Ryan 152793 says, we got to find 203.
Yeah. He misses us.
Fargine Bastage says, I'm snuggling with someone back here in the trunk just to keep warm. Keep the lights off, please. Mets 12 says, what's wrong with 203?
That's the king of C-Notes. Maybe we're friends now.
Hey Jack says, I'm already hiding under it. Thank you, Ban Ma'am. $64 Artex says, yeah, I don't think she wants people touching her. The other day, I don't think she wanted them to put her in the car. Chastity_Gar says, No way they're back already. I think day shift is perfect for them, lol. Marsha Sare-Legui says yes. We all need that heated blanket, please. But where are you going to plug it in at?
I got that.
152793 says, is that the shitty supervisor?
Yes.
Marsha Sare-Legui says, Fargeen, you are snuggling up with me, LOL.
Clear for any mileage. Good.
I'll be out from the 1200 block of Blue Water Highway with 7 Robert Sam Frank Nora. 7 Robert Sam Frank Nora, red and color.
Okay.
Can you contact?
All right, I just took the chat off there for now.
Ryan 152793 says, let go, find our friend 203.
Looks like we'll have to watch Sector JG.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, yeah, because every time she gets in a car, they take her away. She is afraid of getting help. Hayjacked says, I hope that was an elbow that just poked me in the side.
203.
Blakely 728 says, okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
AD 101M says, Officer Gray, all the other officers are at the station getting a game plan together. Cherry Cherrick says, I'm so glad I finally get to use my heated blanket with this weather. AD 101M says, why you're not with them?
I'm not a cop, that's why.
Ryan 152793 says, John, let turn our lights and siren on.
We don't have that.
2024 says, John, we gotta pick up Frankie so he doesn't freeze out here, LOL.
I can't find him.
64 Artex says, Jim grilling burgers on the exhaust, who wants one?
Show me your routes up here at MPD with 095s.
With 095s? And where? Let's watch this block for a second. Save some gas.
AD 101M says, Clute here. John, pull up to the station so we can fill you in. That in fact was not an elbow. It was a dang possum, but he jumped out at the light, so we are all good now. AD 101M says, Frankie here. Screw you, chat. I have fur.
Next 61 to Freeport.
Okay.
We're clear from the hospital. You can show us back in service.
You're clear.
I see you guys tapping the screen over there. We're at 29,000 likes. Thank you so much for that. We have 19 of our 50 donuts.
2024 says, look here, Frankie, just cause you have fur, don't mean you can stay out in the cold. It's cruel to you along with the Trunkies, LOL. Mets 12 says, how's your night going, John?
So far, so good. If the rain stays away, it'd be better.
2793 says, John going to be on his arm and knees cleaning the hotel room.
Parties are separated.
Lead Murders says, I was seeing if you knew how to change out a compass module or a BCM module on a 2006 Ford Escape.
Do not. I'm not a car guy. Definitely not a car guy. I'm a computer guy.
Hayjacked says, Frankie's girlfriend here. Chat, don't worry about my man. I got him locked down over here.
Dang. Is that Frankie's wife or girlfriend? I never know which one it is.
Receive forward of 11 transporting non-emergency and
Ryan 152793 says, what state is a hotel located in JW? Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas.
That's where we are.
We're about 50 miles south of Houston. Hayjacked says, the side piece.
Ah, okay.
Marsha Sare-Legui says, everyone let's please get them likes up here on YouTube, and if you have not subscribed, please do, and become a member if you want your voice to be heard. Bandman 2024 says, that's what I was about to say, we talking to the wife or the girlfriend, I don't know which one. 64 Artex says, it's the hotel lady. Hayjacked says, but in not saying nothing else. I ain't no snitch.
There you go.
Gail sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
RTK_1414 says, sorry not to bring up any political stuff, but after a shooting with ICE, do they have to be investigated too, like the cops? Wicked Clowns 83 says, John the First M getting Arc Raiders, just waiting for it to download.
Ah, that's good. It's so much fun. Hey, guess who I have? You guys will never guess who I have playing Arc Raiders. And he loves it. Yep. Our very own Justin Pulliam is now playing Arc Raiders.
Arc is a fun game.
It is. It's my favorite game.
Marsha Sayelegui says who?
Justin Pulliam is going to be, has been playing Arc Raiders for the last 2 days. I got him hooked.
Sorithpang 8046 says, how are you, John?
Good. How are you?
Bandman 2024 says, John, we gotta play Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah. I don't even think we've been on this side tonight. That looks kind of cool. Those flares up like that.
I don't shoot, Santa Heart Me.
With the heart me, thank you so much.
Marsha Sayelegui says, is Arch Raiders on PS5, or where do you play it?
Yes, this guy, I think you can play it on PS5, Xbox, and computer.
We're still waiting on his case. Wicked Clowns 83 says, can't wait to get in and see what all the hype's about, lol. 64 Artex says, perfect weather to dump chem into the air, lol.
Just don't give up on it, because at first you're going to just feel overwhelmed. Because the Arc, they're pretty tough when you first start, because you can barely move. You're going to die on the first trip through it.
Dean Vincent Music says, John, funny but true, Windows 95 got some kind of update this year.
Really?
Hayjack says, it's crossplay compatible.
Yes, it is cross. I turn off crossplay because the mean Xbox kids come over there and make fun of me if I don't.
Dean Vincent Music says, John the First, I'm guessing we are still waiting for a verdict in his case.
Yes, we are still waiting.
Bandman 2024 says, why is it saying my name wrong? It's calling me Bandman, what the hell? I don't shoot says, what part of Texas are you in?
We're in Brazoria County, Texas. Right now.
Says, and don't worry about the 12-year-olds calling me boomers and pawpaws.
Yeah. They're just mean. Then they're just mean.
Ryan152793 says, hey, this is the hotel own I see there, a room in your name. Your balance is due 35K.
Oh shit.
Marsha Sayelegui says, how do I join you on Arch Raiders, John?
BC scanner, #1940.
Ginger Griffin sent a heart me.
With the heart me, thank you. BC scanner, #, or hashtag, whatever the kids are calling it nowadays, 1940.
Ryan152793 says, for the smell and all the trouble. Jethro Miller says you sound slightly bummed out tonight, and money always makes people feel better. John, I sent you some money on PayPal, $10.01. La Rada always wins.
Thank you so much.
Fargame Bastage says his birth year, 1940.
Stop it. It's not my birth year. It's definitely not my birth year. Let's go check and see what Lake Jackson's doing.
Rebecca X9R5R says Viva La Rata.
La Rata.
Ryan 152793 says, will it be cash or card for the 35K?
Oh, now you're scaring me.
Hey Jack says, BKEG scan number 1940. Like that, sir?
Yeah. BC scanner, the pound sign, and 1940. Is this still called the pound sign?
Marsha Saraleki says, ha ha Fagan, you making John old LOL. That's funny.
I just picked that number randomly. Don't start tonight.
BC at 7586, clear for DL. And
thank you for the $10, by the way.
7107.
Thank you so much. That's awfully kind of
Hey
you.
Jack says, okay, cool. I'm gonna add you, sir.
All right.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, yes, it is the pound sign.
All right. Am I supposed to say hashtag nowadays?
152793 says, that would suck if it was actually 35K.
Yeah, that would suck.
Jethro Miller says, Sunshine Blue 55134CO sent Laughing Disco for 250 joules.
250 joules. Thank you so much.
Jack says, my name is Pink Pony Club on there.
Pink Pony Club? Gotcha. Pink Pony Club on there. Gotcha. I'm not very...
Ryan 152793 says, John would be so fry.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the game, but I have fun.
Legui says, okay, I'm going to look for you tomorrow, and yes, they call it a hashtag.
All right, I'm going to say go with hashtag, so it'll sound cool.
Mets 12 says, how's the right turns?
I hadn't really been focusing on them. They've probably been horrible.
Hey Jack says, me either. I make a lot of kits lol if you get my drift.
Yeah.
Bandman 2024 says, I requested different voice John. It's making fun of me, calling me a bandman. Ha ha ha.
I just clicked one that said English.
Hey Jack says, free kits are my friend.
Yes. I at least...
52793 says, oh my goodness, why is this old guy playing this game for kids?
It's not for kids.
Tweet Warrior and route to the city 95 has been turned over.
Plenty of adults are playing Arc Raiders, including me and Justin. And Hey Jack. I did not have any time to play today.
Bandman 2024 says, John, there's ice over here. I opened the door and there's ice here.
Really? Cars, we have gone down 1 degree.
Bargain Bastage says, ha ha ha, Marsha. Mets 12 says, John, how's the senior citizen place you're living at, John lol? Just kidding.
They let me out for tonight, so that was nice of them.
Marsha Sayalegui says, John, what are you wearing tonight? I hope you don't look ridiculous.
I do look ridiculous. I look ridiculous every night.
Bandman 2024 says, I just hope we don't lose power. That's what I'm worried about.
So you already have ice outside?
Ryan 152793 says, John Lady is accusing the hotel employees of stealing the flashlight. Dean Vincent Music says, the feels like temp is 30. Element says, I think 288 supposed to close at 12 a.m. Hey Jack says, The trio lobbies are almost like the old COD Open mic lobbies.
Yeah, I don't.
Definitely not kid friendly.
Yeah, I don't play on. Usually I just play solo, honestly.
24 says, yes, I went to take Teddy outside, and I opened the door and he almost slipped on it.
Well, I better slow my ass
Sayalegi
down.
says you need to shave John, your greys are showing.
Yeah.
Jordan King 23 _ says, can you do a lil drift right quick?
Nope. I'm a law-abiding citizen, of course
12
not.
says, let me guess we are in Lake Jackson, not from there, but I think I remember from watching LOL.
Yeah, this is Lake Jackson.
Ryan 152793 says, she cussed they out.
I think most people are staying in tonight. They listen to the weatherman. What do you guys think?
Hey Jack says, I'm a gunner, so I unalive everyone after I play friendly.
No, I've been to level 75 twice, and I have 4 knockouts. That's it, 4.
Jordan King 23 _ says, no drift, haha, great citizen. Mets 12 says, see, I don't need no GPS when I visit that area. I'll remember from watching your stream.
You got it all down. That's pretty funny, actually.
It's cute listening to you guys talk about your big weather storm.
This is the
64 Artex says, weather is so crappy.
Yeah. What do you mean? This is serious stuff for us. We already closed our schools down Monday.
Mets 12 says, yeah, I'm from South Carolina, lol.
Yeah, we already closed schools Monday.
Marsha Saelegui says, yeah, earlier I went out and I busted on the ground and I said, help, I need a medic, LOL. I don't know if you have ever played Battlefield 6 or not, but it's a good game.
I tried and I just...
Chicky Cat says, let L. Mets 12 says, the weather is supposed to hit us at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
AD 101M says, wow, Sector 7G is comprised.
Uh-oh.
Chicky Cat says, lol.
Gabby.
Catherine Munnet says, ice more dang than snow.
Yeah, we'll only have ice. Although my computer earlier said snow in the forecast.
Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas. We are about 50 miles south of Houston.
Right on the Gulf Coast. We only have a winter storm watch, not a warning. Well, the rest
Catherine Munnet says snow next weekend.
Well, the rest of the country is just freezing. How about Florida? Anybody from Florida? How you guys over in Florida? Hopefully you guys are...
Josiah Legui says, let's get Domino's John. We are all hungry here. Mets 12 says, we have an ice storm warning. Mets 12 says, in South Carolina.
In South Carolina. Yeah, we don't in Texas. I mean, we do in... Not where I'm at.
It says snow around 5 for me, but they always says we will get snow and don't.
Yeah.
Chapman 1086 says Florida.
Florida.
415 dispatch. June 6 knows the firefighters if they're flying right now.
I don't know if they are going to fly. Angleton wants life flight for something.
Fargeen Bastage says John. Devrikim says he's a truck driver and could really use your TTS setup.
Ah.
Doug Monkai 5 says, -9 here in Michigan.
Yeah, this is the only way I would stream and drive. I'm not going to read the chat and drive around. I'm just not going to. When I see streamers that do that, I just cringe. Guys, you hear the scanner with me, right? Like, they're not saying anything. They're definitely not going to do traffic stops. It's too cold.
Chapman 1086 says dang truck driver don't need to see no TTs. Lol.
TTS.
Marsha Sayalegi says Pro-Human Kindness is from East End, London, England. AD101M says other streamers here. Screw you, John Gray. Mets12 says, I'm surprised I haven't said them say C notes though.
I don't.
Clowns83 says, woke up again this morning to the house, making popping noises like the roof was falling in front. It's cold in Wisconsin. It went from -65 to -55, lol. Fargine Bastich says maybe you could make a commercial version of your TTS for truck drivers, John.
Yeah. It's so complicated. My setup is very complicated. Because this stream actually comes from my house, not from my car. The problem is like when your computer dies at home, your stream dies. But that was I think it's only happened to us a couple times. It's well worth it for the quality we get. So the TTS is actually being read on my home computer. And that's why I stopped streaming last night, because it wouldn't have worked. Everybody would have been mad at me.
Joanne_Melanson's Tumblers says, good evening, John, Pam, and Trunkies.
Good evening to you. Also, it works out so the police can take my phone all they want and they don't get anything. It's all on my home computer.
Nets12 says, yeah, it's your first night of streaming. We get it. John, haha.
The police can take my phone, because that's commonly what's done when they do arrest us. They take our phones and don't give them back for like years.
Nightbot says BP Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas.
So
you're about 50 miles south of Houston.
It's completely pointless to do that with me, because everything's already on my home computer and another site.
The rest of the female's missing property. Log statement obtained and the rest.
Oh hell, they didn't call about the flashlight.
Nothing.
We're cooked, Chad. We're cooked. Someone's reported the flashlight.
Stream Element says, Nikki668 just subscribed.
Thank you, Nikki.
Marsha Sayalegi says, that's a good idea, John.
So that's why I did it. It's pointless to take my phone.
Joanne_Melanson's Tumblers sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me, Joanne.
Louisiana Boy 504 sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me, Louisiana Boy.
Mets12 says, Hotel Girl.
No.
Yeah, sorry, I had to. John the First had enough.
No, I was just kidding.
Says, really?
No, it was just a call that could be related to a flashlight. It said something about the property's been returned or something like that.
507.
Marsha Sayalegi says, what are you serious?
No,
Someone reported a flashlight?
No.
That's crazy.
No, I was kidding. Completely kidding.
Nets12 says, Gaby Pitch with a gifted sub.
Thank you so much.
Have a fire alarm showing multiple alarms from master smoke. Jail was attempted to
D-Money 2025 says, has it been busy?
No. No, you can just go watch something else, because we're not very busy. We are not very, even the scanner is not very busy. Yeah, we're just kind of on a Sunday drive here.
Ryan152793 says, John, can we go talk to the hotel to see what's going on?
No, I'm not going to do any.
Stream Element says, thank you for following Gamer Mum 376.
Gamer Mom, thank you so much for the follow.
Mets12 says, chat, remember, we cannot always believe John, just kidding.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Oh, that was what? That might have been ice, actually. All Alright, so we've gone down 1 degree.
Ryan 152793 says, John, let go see our alligator siblings.
No. I'm sure they're all hunkered down.
Marsha Saralegui says all the real members are going to stay on here because even though it's slow, it's always a good live stream just to hear everyone and just go for a ride along.
Yeah, I don't...
64 Artex says, shows 38 degrees for me.
38? Yeah.
Fargeen Bastard says 36 and light rain in Austin County.
Welcome to the Red Light Channel, everyone.
Sherry sent a heart me.
Sherry, thank you so much. You became the 146th member on the team.
John, have you lived in Texas your whole life?
I've moved everywhere, but I've always come back to Texas. I've lived in a lot of different states. I've always come back to Texas, so I'm from Texas.
Clear.
I was born in Germany. I just hope they don't deport me. I found out I think I was supposed to declare citizenship and I didn't, so I might get deported.
Jethro Miller says, this isn't just about cop watching. John genuinely appreciates everybody that shows up here and tries to stream consistently as a thank you.
Absolutely. I know. But I never declared my citizenship. So...
Sherry says my ancestors are from Germany.
I don't even...
Cat says lol.
I don't know how to. Should I carry my papers on me? Well, I hope no one in the chat deport...
Wicked Clowns 83 says, have you ever been sledding?
Yes. In Chicago, when I used to live in West Dundee, Illinois. I went sledding there.
Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas.
Yeah, I hope no one reports me to ICE.
We're about 50 miles south of Houston.
That's where we are. I did get my birth certificate from the State Department, but apparently there's another step.
64 Artex says, just called you in. You better start running. Just kidding.
But apparently there's another step I was supposed to do like when I was 18, declare citizenship. I didn't do that, so.
Tiki Cat says ICE are busy in Democratic states right now.
I'm safe. I'm in a red state, so it's only retaliation for states that didn't vote for him. I'm completely safe. Speaking of which,
Ryan 152793 says ICE is on your way.
You guys realize that today that guy was just recording, right? That's what he was doing. He was recording. It's just gross, man. That's all he was doing, was recording. Now, I'm gonna tell it like it is. That was absolutely just a murder.
Marsha Sayelegui says, hey John, do you cook any German food? I love German food and I cook it as well.
I don't know any. I left when I was 2, never went back.
Sherry says mixed blend's supposed to be starting.
Yeah, that was a murder today by the government. I'm not gonna mix any words.
139, did you have traffic?
RTK _ 1414 says, yes, I watched the videos. His dad lives here in CO and talks to the news. Yes, the other day with 6 coming home from a basketball game, got asked in a 6 month.
Guys, I don't even think we've seen a cop tonight, have we?
Sandy _ 26 says, he was an ICU nurse shielding a woman from being pepper sprayed. RTK _ 1414 says, Will ICE be investigated?
No. The government, if they do, they'll investigate themselves. They're always going to find themselves innocent, so it doesn't matter.
Fargene Bastich says nope.
Nope. Nothing will be done about it.
64 Artex says, dare on power trips. In my opinion, they're worse than police per capita.
They are police, guys. It's the same thing.
RTK_1414 says, they disarmed him before the shooting.
Yeah.
Chicky Cat says, the states can charge them on the state level.
It's not illegal to have a 2A. It's not illegal to have that.
Sherry says, cops. They're staying warm.
We got the right, people on the right saying...
RTK_1414 says, makes me sick, no one is safe.
Yeah, they got the people on the right now saying, oh, he shouldn't have been 2A, right? That's what they're saying now. When it wasn't in his hands.
Marsha Saelegui says everyone is in hiding because it's cold outside and no activity on the scanner tonight.
Yep. Yeah, we got people on the right saying, oh, he shouldn't have had a 2A.
64 Artex says, it's a scary situation, especially in Texas. Now we all have to worry about this stuff.
Gonna be local
Sandy_26 says, those murders will be pardoned with this plan of the president.
33 minutes of fuel.
They're flying around. Our life flight is flying around for maintenance.
RTK_1414 says, he told them he was armed and had every right to be. He had his carry.
Right.
And it's a carry state.
Yes.
Sherry says became full out there, John. Chicky Cat says carrying legally.
Yes. Who cares? I mean, it says shall.
Fargene Bastich says they had separated him from his gun before they pew-pewed him to no life.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Sherry says be careful.
It says shall not be infringed.
Marsha Saelegui says, John, you are a chain smoker. I hear the lighter.
It says shall not be infringed, right? That doesn't mean if you didn't vote for me that you're not, you don't have...
Shiny.D.979 says, phew, it's cold and raining. Pretty good here in Brazoria. The wind is wicked.
Yeah, it says shall not be infringed.
You can disregard. They're having a minor issue with the system.
It doesn't say unless you, I don't agree with you. But that is really what it's about, right? Everybody wants their rights. They don't give a shit about other people's rights. It's all a joke. We live in the land of illusion of freedom. That's where we live at. In the land of illusionary freedom. It's just a joke, man. But don't worry, in probably 2 years, the other side will take over and do stuff just as bad when it comes to freedom, actual freedom. I mean, when we can go to, I say this all the time, but when we can go to jail because our grass is too tall, we're not free. We're not free.
64 Artex says, in that situation, you lose no matter what you do.
Yep.
They were going to beat him up regardless. Everyone has to step up to make a change, but their government got too big. RTK_1414 says, and 9 times, seriously after pepper spray, multiple officers on him and being hit. Sherry says amen. RTK_1414 says, we have never been free.
There you go.
Marsha Saelegui says Trump has, 2 more years in office?
That's what we got to make it.
Blakely 728 says, John, we are floating on a rock in space.
Yep, with imaginary lines.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, seems like it all started when Obama got in office. We went downhill fast.
It does. I particularly don't care.
Says I watched it today. You can see they had already removed his pew-pew before they unalived him. That's a crucial point to remember.
Yep.
He posed no threat. 64 Artex says, all went downhill after JFK lol.
I don't care if we have a left master or a right master. It makes no difference, honestly.
Chapman 1086 says, not that I don't care, but I love your LL.
Yeah, I don't care if we have a left master or right master. It's all the same. We have money to sit.
64 Artex says, the same people are in the control, same systems.
We have money to send overseas, but I'm having to pay for this poor old lady to.
Dean Bastich says left or right are working to the same goals.
Yep. We send so much money overseas.
1414 says neither give us true freedom.
Yep.
Marsha Saralegui says we just need someone in office that is for the people.
It doesn't matter. They'll be in there 10 minutes and they'll be corrupted. They'll be in there 10 minutes and they'll be corrupted. It's really raining now, guys.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, me either they're both the same.
So if I decide to run for judge in either Clute or Lake Jackson, I'm going to run on the platform as I'm letting everybody go. I'm not taking any tickets.
Cupcakes 1994 says, it's far too cold for this, John.
I understand. I said it's raining. It was a guy with a no back window. Yeah, I haven't decided, because I live in Lake Jackson, so I can run.
Clowns 83 says, hi Cupcakes.
It's way too cold for this. And now we're going to throw rain on top of it? No, sir. No, thank you.
Artex says, other countries are reporting on the United States like we are. North Korea, haha.
Well, we are a third world country, so there's that.
Cupcakes 1994 says, luckily I'm off for the weekend.
So you're just going to stay at home and hunker down? That's what I want to do. Yeah, guys, okay, it's raining too much, so...
Sherry says, oh, awesome, you live in my city. Where's your back window?
Anyway,
CJ Parker
decided to leave it.
on YouTube.
Thank you so much. Man, Cupcakes, it seems like...
Says, I'm going to write in John fucking Gray at the next election for president and Cupcakes for Vive Prez.
Sounds like Williams works like every day.
Shine.D.979 says, I mean, when you own your home, you don't even truly own it if you can't afford your prop taxes.
Yep.
My mum's in Brazoria were $4,650 for 1 mil 3BR in town. Robbery. Cupcakes 1994 says, yup, Arc Raiders. I will only venture out to the gym.
I've got to clean up my office.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, John the First L fly you out for the weekend if you want to help me shovel snow.
Ah. That does not sound fun, but...
Hey Jack says, Arc Raiders is great.
Guess Justin is playing Arc Raiders now. Cupcakes.
Bastich says, John, Adriano U5, you says very cool stream.
Well, thank you. It's normally way cooler than this, but tonight we're just driving around aimlessly burning oil, tires, and gas.
Hey Jack says, everyone is hooked.
Control 6 on the ground, southeast. Roger 6. We'll be keeping it open for a little while. Roger 6.
How are the people in the trunk doing? They're doing good. You guys want to go for about 20 more minutes, or do you want to end now? Let me know. We're right by the palm trees. Keep going, because I don't sense a lot of excitement for tonight.
Mark sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. You guys want to go for about 20 more minutes till midnight?
Bandmam 2024 says, yeah, just keep going.
All right.
Hey Jack says, another block or two.
All right.
Marsha Sayelegui says if it rains too hard, we might have to stop the stream because the back window and everything is going to get wet.
Yep.
Fargeen Bastage says, what city are we in, John?
Right now we're in Lake Jackson. If we go past that light, we're in Clute.
Jeffro Miller says, I know we're supposed to be filming the police, but lots of people like your vibe and they're just happy to hang out here. So many subscribers on YouTube have been returning nightly.
It's true.
Sherry
I appreciate
says it's
you
up
guys.
to you.
I don't want to quit
Screen
yet.
Element says, hey Jack just cheered 10 bits.
Thank you so much, Hey Jack, with the 10 bits.
Cupcakes 1994 says, officers will not be overly proactive in this.
Yeah, they're not going to be.
Hey Jack says, 10 for the few blocks.
Thank you.
Sherry says I'm on Garland Drive, lol.
You're on Garland?
Baby_girl15 says, yes, it's a great vibe here. Oh, love your lives.
Well, thank you.
Sherry says, yep. Fargeen Bastage says, let's keep going.
All right, let's go.
I feel a DUI out there. Nightbot says the scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas.
That's where we are.
We are about 50 miles south of Houston.
Guys, we are live on Twitch, we're live on Kick, we're live on TikTok, and we're live on YouTube tonight. Make sure you're following me on all those platforms. Or subscribing, whichever they call it. Depending on the platform. Let's get off this, guys.
Sherry says, I know every road you've been down.
Well, we do nothing but this every night. Drive on these roads. I try to tell the story of policing in America in basically 3 towns.
Lisa Wrangle 1 FBX Kitty says, I forgot to say hi, everyone.
Hello to you.
Hey Jack says, blue truck guy here. Get off my bumper.
Right? They're just moseying. Just fine with me. I'm for that.
451 traffic.
Ooh, Lake Jackson is doing a traffic stop somewhere.
X-ray George Sam 2147. X-ray George Sam 2147. I'll be Dixie and Pine, so Silver Key.
Dixie and Pine, that's not too far.
Eden sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. The Dawn with the heart me. Thank you so much. Guys, I need to get 5 followers over on TikTok at least. If not, I get penalized. Have we got 5 followers, you guys think?
64 Artex says, where are we going?
Pine and Dixie.
Red Bull sent a heart me.
Thank you, Red Bull with the heart me. Thank you for watching, Truck Guy.
Hey Jack says, they are probably gripping their flashlight with all they had when they saw Pearl behind them.
Oh.
Eden says, you're welcome, brother. Baby_girl15 sent a donut.
All right, we got 1 follower.
Wicked
There's Krabby.
83 says, might get one in.
Krabby with the follow. Thank you.
Fargeen Bastage says, Red Light Show.
Yeah, welcome to the Red Light Show.
Texas_man_the_legend sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Texas_man_the_legend sent a popular vote.
Thank you for the popular vote. Oh man.
Fargeen Bastage says, step it up TikTok. Please and thank you. 64 Artex says, do others do the same thing as you in the area?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so. No one's crazy enough to try it here.
Eden says if people unfollow and follow BK, it still works just to let you know to avoid getting penalized.
Ah.
Sherry sent a rose.
Thank you for the rose.
Texas_man_the_legend says tap you screen if you're on TikTok. Cupcakes 1994 says, in B County? Nah, it's pretty rural.
Mm-hmm.
Barney Rubble sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me, Barney. Zachary with the follow over on TikTok. Thank you. Welcome to the Red Light Channel, everyone.
Fargame Bastage says BC Scanner streams on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Kick. Blakely 728 says 52K.
Let's go.
Barney Rubble says Texas_man_the_legend. You're not my dad. Texas Man for Legend says, did my daily duties over on that dancing app.
All right, thank you so much.
Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas.
Dang it, I forgot the car command.
50 miles south of Houston.
I forgot the car command.
Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas.
That's me.
We are about 50 miles south of Houston. Sherry says I will look for your other channels later.
Thank you.
Hayjack says, John is the only ridiculous looking guy that films cupcakes, lol. Sherry says Pine Street. Texas_man_the_legend says Barney Rubble lol.
I need heat.
Jethro Miller says, when your computer takes a crap, it's forgivable that you forgot to make a command.
Yeah. I literally got it fixed at 8:50.
NF Kicks sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, I got it fixed around 8:50. I did take a nap and
Barney
quit working
Rubble
with it for a
says,
minute.
why is it reading special characters? Hey Jack says, did you give Cupcakes his cut of the movie check? Ha ha ha. Sherry says, don't freeze yourself. NF Kicks says, hey.
Hey.
BioPreppers1 says, no more ice lol. Cupcakes 1994 says, you guys got paid?
No, they didn't. I don't see him. Missed it by that much.
Says, ha 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 ya.
We missed it. We missed that stop. Must have been
Wicked Clowns 83 says, what made it crash on Twitch last night?
My computer, CPU fan died. It shut down for overheating. Well, you think that's an easy process, but I had a AIO pump on. I have a water-cooled tower.
How's tonight been, John?
Okay.
Anything exciting?
No, nothing at all. Just this is the most excitement thing is us pulling into Kroger's tonight. So I had to pull all the fans out. It was a nightmare. It wasn't fun.
Says, we all got pancakes for payment cupcakes. Barney Rubble says, so John is too hot for his own good.
That's it, you know. I've heard that before. It's not the first time I've heard it. I'm just saying. It's not the first time I've heard it.
Says, we were talking too much crap. John's PC could not handle it.
Yeah, just said nope. The fan just died. Luckily, it didn't burn up the processor.
64 Artex says, air cooled for reliability.
Yeah.
Fargene Bastage says, hi, Large Marge.
I went. Here's the thing, though.
Stopping in.
I went with a $34 fan, just so you know. I didn't get the $100 and whatever one I wanted. I went with a $34 fan. A Cooler Master Halo or whatever.
Hey Jack says, why teach out for people in the parking lot, John?
Yeah.
You could score another flashlight.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. The last time I pulled into a parking lot and sat there, it didn't turn out good for me. Dang it. I kind of forgot about the old lady for a minute. Now I was thinking about her again.
Says, John's PC the first casualty of Snowmageddon 2026.
We will rebuild.
Marsha Sayalagwe says people these days are crazy. Sorry I switched over to another live, and this guy has no limbs, and his fingers are cut off, and he is so stuck on fetal and can't get help to get off it. It's sad.
Oh boy.
64 Artex says, $5 Cooler Master on my spare PC. Looks nice.
Yeah.
Sherry
we
says,
probably got the
what
same
old
one.
lady?
We probably got the same one then. The only thing Best Buy had that would get us going tonight.
How depressing.
Yeah, no, but it got us going tonight.
No 29 showing for Carlos Molina.
It's the only thing Best Buy had, and cheap.
Joanne_Melanson's Tumblr says flashlight.
Stop it.
Everybody, John had a flashlight, lol.
I did get, I'm gonna bring the flashlight back. Wonder if she'll notice if I just go set the flashlight by her door. Surprise, your flashlight.
Sherry sent a rose.
Thank you for the rose.
Sherry sent a rose.
With another rose. Thank you, Sherry.
Hey Jack says, did I hear a call of a missing flashlight?
Nope.
Shine.D.979 says, John, did she have a coat?
No.
It says, ding dong, ditch it.
I don't know what was in the bag, so.
Jethro Miller says, I'm not a computer person, I'm a car person, and I always wondered why you don't just put the main computer in like a mini fridge or a wine fridge. Cupcakes 1994 says, so that's when my last flashlight went.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't answer questions, I mean.
D.979 says between friends resale shop by the hotel has free coats outside in the front.
Yeah,
Andy sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. That's very nice of them.
64 Artex says, going to wake up early so I can be mad in the morning when there is no snow.
Right.
Cupcakes 1994 says, suspicious. Joanne Melanson's Tumblr says, I heard that an APB was put out about a flashlight.
So Cupcakes, if you don't know why that,
sent a heart me.
If you don't know what the flashlight jokes are about, the other day I pushed a lady from Ollie's over here to the Clarion, and then we got her a room. But we had to walk in the road, and she said, here, take this flashlight. Well, I put the flashlight in my pocket, and I haven't returned it yet. So that's what we're talking about. That's why I'm getting the flashlight flack. Hey, that kind of rhymed, flashlight flack. But it was kind of a chaotic situation. Had to push an old lady while she cussed at me. Or yelled at me. She didn't actually cuss, I don't think. She did not like the way I was pushing. That's gonna get clipped.
Joanne _Melanson's Tumblr says she was not friendly.
She wasn't friendly, was she?
Sherry says no snow in Lake Jackson. It's already saying not going lower than 32.
That's good.
Hey Jack says, no, it's because Brazoria County now has a flashlight bandit.
I'm not a flashlight bandit.
Dakota says, better word, bitter o lady. Sherry says, ha 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 ha.
I see you guys over there. 55K likes on TikTok. Thank you so much.
Says, just admit it, John. You're a flashlight bandit.
I'm not a flashlight bandit. My grandkids call me the candy bandit.
Artex says, you better sneak the flashlight back into her bags. If she knows you took it, she is going to yell at you. Chapman 1086 says we had it worse because we did half the route sideways. Lol.
Yeah, that's true.
Fargeen Bastich says I try.
Alright, we'll check Sector JG.
Fargeen Bastich says okay. Blakely 728 sent a heart me.
Thank you so much for the heart me, Blakely. Guys watching on TikTok, do you guys think I have 5 new followers?
Lisa Wrangle 1F Skitty says okay. John the First joined TikTok just for you.
Thank you.
Shine A Die sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. Guys watching on TikTok, do you think...
Jack says she even yelled at the help that showed up, lol.
Yes. It's like, man.
7904. Preppers 1 says, yay, I got my blanket back.
Good. Just admitted I'm a flashlight bandit. I'm not a flashlight bandit.
And you should go to 702 North Brooks, Thomas Pond, in reference to an
Sherry
angry
says I don't know.
What?
Shine A Die says just came to show some love.
Alright, so here's the question. How can you have an angry customer at Tom's Pond at 11:54 in Brazoria? How is that even possible? How can you have a call for an angry customer?
728 says you're welcome. Anyone who has not sent your heart, me please send it, helps the algorithm.
Guys,
Hey Jack says, angry customer.
How is that possible at Tom's Pond? I'm not going to pay a lot for this.
64 Artex says, they want their money back.
How is that possible? They're not even open.
'64 Artex says, a while back they got robbed in Angleton late at night. Sherry says they're closed until Monday.
Oh boy.
Marsha Silegri says, yeah, it's late. How does that even work?
And who called it in? I mean, if there's no one there to hear an angry customer.
5504, you can check me out.
I wish I was a fly on the wall for that. I wish I was in Brazoria, actually. We could have something to record. The things we hear on the scanner, guys.
Fargan Bastich says all night pawn shops are popular with thieves.
But not angry customers.
Sherry says they have security cameras. Hey Jack says, little old lady here. I rolled my chair all the way over here to this damn pawn shop, looking for my flashlight, and y'all won't let me in.
Oh boy. I rolled myself all the way over here.
Kanti Mitsu sent a rose.
Thank you for the rose.
Sherry says Garrett's aren't open all night. 64 Artex says they close early today, I think 12 or 2 p.m. Shine.d.979 says LMFAO. Sherry sent a rose.
Thank you for the rose, Sherry.
Chapman 1086 says you lost this battle, John. Lol. Fargeen Bastich says maybe the thief didn't like what was being offered for his wares. He's still a customer.
Guess so.
Sherry says yes, Saturday at 2 p.m.
Hey, there's another car on the road, actually.
Fargeen Bastich says I'm using the thief thing and shouldn't be. Sorry.
That's all right.
Hey Jack says, I want crumpets and a wallaby now. Marsha Sayelegui says, John, can you please explain to everyone what you do and why you started? Because we have a lot of new people over here on YouTube.
Sure, my name is John Gray.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, how are Pammy's plants doing, John?
They're in the garage.
Sherry says they do have food donations outside.
My name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're listening to the scanner. We're going to record police interactions. That's what we do. We do this with an emphasis on teaching people their rights so they don't go to our horrible Texas jails for victimless crimes. In 2014, my child passed away inside Brazoria County Jail. So I've dedicated my life to teaching people their rights and help them avoid police interactions.
That's clear.
Hit the subscribe or follow button depending on which platform you're watching me from tonight. Pam's plants are in the garage, probably
Sherry
missing the
says,
sun.
I'm so sorry, John.
Oh, thank you for your kind words.
says it's never nice to hear this story. Breaks my heart.
I do this to tell her story, so I don't mind telling. I'm going to make damn sure they never forget her name around here.
Marsha Sayelegui says we have 249 on YouTube right now.
Wow, that's amazing. Welcome in. 249 on people on YouTube watching.
Hey Jack says, someone is writing in Noodle on YouTube. I can't understand what it says.
Writing a noodle? Is that our friend the Fog coming back?
Eden says you're a great man, and Father John.
Oh, thank you.
Melanie Syef 1784 says, what was your daughter's name again, John?
Victoria Gray. If you look up Victoria Gray in Brazoria County, you can read about her story, read more. You can see the work I've done talking at the Texas State Senate.
Marsha Sayelegui says that's Arabic, and yes, none of us can understand what it says.
7504.
It's probably saying John's great. That's what it says. It says John's great. Go, John, go.
Good signal inside their building. Clear for 28.
Go ahead.
William Sam John 4397. William Sam John 4397. Can you give me the registered owner's name?
Sherry says subscribed to YouTube. John is awesome.
Thank you so much for that. And we need 5 followers on TikTok. Hopefully we got them. I might turn on the follow command that you made, Barney.
Fargine Bastage says I love steak. Stream Element says Dioxin _ just subscribed for 4 months in a row.
Thank you so much. 4 months in a row. That's amazing.
Dioxin _ just resubscribed.
Thank you so much.
Sage Hopkins subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you.
Derek Barnett sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Hey Jack says, know something about Allah is on Masenga. Brittany sent a heart me. Marsha Sayelegui says John the First heard your name on the scanner. What did you do now?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't answer questions. If you hear flashlight, let me know. We're cooked.
Fargene Bastich says, what city we in, John?
We're in Clute, Texas right now. It is 39 degrees now, according to your Camaro weather update.
Good.
We are not cooked, we are
Marsha
drowned.
Sorry Lake we says, can we at least get one call in for the night?
You know, that's what I thought. Yeah.
4880, red.
At least one. Dang.
What's the crash rate, Mariana?
It's going to be Saber Power.
Chapman 1086 says, where did Alla Alla Wingding go?
504, how's that last name spelled?
Fargene Bastich says HMHMHMHM.
If they're spamming, you can feel free to
Spelling is Sam,
hide them on
Charles,
the channel.
Henry, Union, Lincoln, Zebra.
Chapman 1086 says, was you guys mean to him?
No, hopefully not. I wasn't. I know that.
Sherry says 39 and fog.
39. So my Camaro AccuWeather forecast is right. 100% chance of fog and it being 39 degrees. That's your Camaro AccuWeather
Fargene
forecast.
Bastich says Fudder Scam by TTS. Marsha Sailegi says, can we block them if they are spamming?
Yes. Yeah, that doesn't make the chat fun for anybody. Spam doesn't.
Chapman 1086 says fried spam is good. Fargene Bastich says, or maybe I'm impaired. A little. Hey Jack says, good night, sir.
Good night.
Stay warm tonight.
Will
and
do.
tomorrow I'm off to hold my pillow and think about that mean kid's advice, lol.
Hey Jack, thank you for being here, man. I know I said we were going to make one more round through Sector JG, but I'm going to do one round through Lake
Sherry
Jackson
sent a
too.
rose.
Thank you, Sherry, for the rose. Sheree.
Hey Casper says, good night, John.
Good night, Gigaspur.
Stream Element says, Auntie M just cheered 100 bits.
Anti-AM. Anti-AM.
Villain 212 says, early night, John.
I think so. With 100 bits, thank you so much over on Twitch.
Andrea 8377 says, good night, John.
Good night to you.
Clayton Up sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. Andrew, thank you for being here. Good night to you. Hope you stay warm over in the Wildwood. the wild woods of Clute.
Sherry says, are you BC Scanner on all sites?
Yes. Except for
Dream
face.
Element says, thank you for following Kilwaswi.
Yeah, unless the only place you don't have to type.
Marsha Sailegui says 314 in the live now, John.
That's amazing. On Facebook, you have to actually search Brazoria County Scanner. That's the only one that I make you spell it out. That's why I shortened it to BC, because no one can spell Brazoria County right. Their autocorrect will fix it into
Sherry
something
says
else.
Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, Brazoria County Scanner.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
LD, let's go. With 100 bits. Thank you so much.
Auntie M says, choo choo.
Let's go. Do we have a hype train?
7504.
Let's go, guys. Hype train level 1.
Show me 10-8 information. I'll continue to patrol and check the area out throughout the rest of my shift. There's nobody here at the moment.
There's no one there at the moment.
Marsha Sailegui says, can you explain again, John, what you do, please?
Yeah, we record police interactions. We listen to the scanner.
Says, Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
With another 100 bits. Thank you, LD. Yes.
Bastage says Facebook, Brazoria County Scanner.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to spell it all the way out there. Brazoria. There's some fake me's. Just look for my face, and I think I have 148,000 followers over on Facebook. There are a lot of fake me's, though.
Sherry says, okay. Thank you. Stream Element says, Auntie M just cheered 1,000 bits.
Auntie M with 1,000 bits. Thank you. Auntie AM. I want to call you Auntie M.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
LD with another 100 bits. Thank you. According to your AccuWeather Camaro weather, we're at 38 degrees right now in Lake Jackson. That's cold.
Junior sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Alistair Jr. says, hi, bonjour.
Hello to you.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 200 bits.
With the 200 bits, LD, thank you.
Alistair Jr.
Level
sent
2.
a popular vote.
With the popular vote, thank you.
Joanne _Melanson's Tumblers says, I'm going to bed.
Good night,
I
Joanne.
want to get some rest in case I have to do crazy things with this storm.
Well, thank you.
Auntie M says, AM or AM is fine, whichever.
I want to call you Auntie M like in The Wizard of Oz.
Element says, Wicked Clowns 83 just cheered 1,000 bits.
Wicked Clowns with 1,000 bits. Thank you.
Marsha Sailegui says, Vicky Woods 814 said, do you get paid for this?
I get...
Joanne _Melanson's Tumblers says, good night, John, Pam, and all of the trunkies.
I get paid just like everybody else does on
Stream Element says,
social media.
Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
With 100 bits.
Chapman 1086 says, shut down expressway in Shreveport.
I don't. That doesn't surprise me.
Sherry says, Joanne _Melanson's Tumblers.
Joanne, thank you so much for being here tonight. If you're still here. Sounds like there's a wreck in Clute.
Stream Element says, Wicked Clowns 83 just cheered 1,000 bits.
1,000 bits, thank you so much. Wicked Clowns again. Guys, we're Hype Train level 3. For the person who was asking...
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
Person that was asking if I get paid for this, I'm not getting rich, but...
Wicked. Sherry says not food.
Show me on duty, please. Oh, that's what they're going to stop.
Okay. 23 on my stop. What do you guys think it's at? On the main lanes?
Good.
John's en route.
Callers advising that her ex-boyfriend Juan Gutierrez is threatening to come and shoot up her house.
Oh, that's not nice. Don't repeat that traffic, guys. If you heard it.
Element says, Wicked Clowns 83 just cheered 100 bits.
100 bits, guys. We're at Hype Train level 3.
PC Sticker Guy says, what up, trickiest?
What's happening? PC Sticker Guy, welcome in.
Says Johnny Soria, 5,531. Says, say John, you're a hell of a guy.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 200 bits.
200 bits, let's go. That puts us at level 3, 33%.
288B, number 1 lane.
I gotcha, thank you.
Chapman 1086 says parking lots are empty too.
Yeah. That's just us, and we'll go check it out.
BC Sticker Guy says, good evening, Mr. Gray.
That the male should be en route right now. He drives a white Cadillac or a silver Honda. He stated that he'd break in and shoot up the house.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you.
Laura Reed Perez 60 sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me. Welcome in, guys.
Auntie Yu says, John the First I've been watching, but had you turned down earlier? What's the status of the homeless lady?
Hold on.
Laura Reed Perez 60 says hi.
I just paid for 2 more days to...
Just cheered 200 bits.
What's the 200 bits? Let's go, guys.
Marsha
Level 3.
Says B. Scanner is not a cop.
Definitely not a cop. They would fire me my very first day.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 100
live in the
bits.
house are receiving the threat as well.
Auntie says, okay, great. BC Sticker Guy says to heart me.
Thank you for the heart me, BC Sticker Guy.
Stream Element says,
the caller is
Wicked
advising
Clowns
that he
83
does believe
just
that he
cheered
owns
45
guns.
bits.
With the 45 bits, thank you. I need to hear that again. I need to hear that again.
Marsha Legui says, always film 5-0.
Always film 5-0.
BC Sticker Guys sent a team power.
With the team power, thank you.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 50 bits.
Thank you for the 50 bits, LD.
BC Sticker Guys sent a popular vote.
With the popular vote over on TikTok, thank you.
As a white Cadillac or a silver Honda.
Stream Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
With the 100 bits, LD. Thank you so much, you're amazing.
He lives in Hamilton. We're trying to find him.
Marsha says, are we going to make there in time, John?
Huh?
Stream Element says, Auntie Im just cheered 55 bits.
Auntie AM, thank you. With the 55 bits, thank you. Hype Train level 3, guys.
20 ammo.
Laura Reed Perez 60 sent a rose.
Thank you for the rose. All right, we have 2 things going on in
Stream
Clute.
Element says, Lead Murders just cheered 100 bits.
100 bits, thank you, LD.
No. First unit, same traffic.
Says you.
Where?
Marsha Saralegui says, Eric 000420 Hizar says, why do you drive around listening to scanners?
So we can record police.
Auntie Im says, choo choo level 4.
so we can record
Sherry
police.
says, what's the bits about?
1 bit equals 1 penny.
There's going to be Malik 1784 says, what's going on in Clutes?
Well, we have two things. We have 1 disturbance and 1 wreck, but I don't know where it's at because this is clearly C-node shift. But I don't know where either mark. If you see lights in Clute, let me know. We know where 288B. There's a wreck on 288B. But I'd rather go to the disturbance.
Ewing King out of Freeport. Insurance is going to be...
Although it sounds like the person is left already. They're in Angleton, so I don't know how much of a disturbance it can be.
Just for information, he also has an active license to carry.
I think they just sent out a broadcast to Angleton.
1176 and 1177. Reports 1176 and 1177. You should be 10 everything step 1. Show me en route to the SO. 2 female 95s, 1 male 95. Clear for beginning mileage.
Dang, 3 arrests.
124 323. 124 323.
Yes. Okay.
That's over. The bits are on Twitch, by the way. Guys, we made it to level 3 hype train. Thank you so much for that.
7504.
Or 4. We made it to 4. Sorry.
Insurance is unconfirmed.
Melanie CF 1784 says, where's that at the 3 arrests?
Well, they've already got them, and they're on their way to the
Klondike Key Hunter
Sheriff's
subscribed
office.
on YouTube.
Thank you for the subscription.
Saul Ramirez subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Rice subscribed on YouTube.
Expires November 26th.
Jet
White
Miller
in color.
says, speechless face emoji. Frowning face emoji. Hope not. Sherry says I don't have Twitch.
Ah, well, that's why you can pick your favorite platform to watch me on. We're live on Twitch, Kick,
Marsha
YouTube, and
Sayaleki
TikTok
says,
tonight.
dang John, we messed the mayorist.
Clear. Adam David Paul 5741 or 14.
It's somewhere out in county, by the way.
Sam David Paul 5741. Clear. That's going to expire March of 2026 to a 1994 GMC, yellow in color, to Charles Burnett out of West Columbia.
Sherry says I'm on TikTok. I only get on to watch you.
Ah, thank you.
That's going to be the resident owner.
Beatrice Salafia says, Goo Homie John.
Him to this
Never
address.
bad. We can listen to Scanner. Melanie Sayep 1784 says, I thought it said 1400. 288B, this came from Leah, but I think that's the crash.
Yeah, that's the crash. Welcome to the Red Light Channel, everyone. There's a car. There's actually another car.
45 deal.
Go ahead.
I can see the wind is picking up now.
4684-2819, 4684-2819, last name Cardenas.
Sherry says they're always red or green. Melanie Saep 1784 says, so they are looking in Angleton for the disturbance, John?
Yeah. Let me hear what he says.
445, that subject is clear to one.
Wicked
Driver's
Farm
license
83
expired
says, why it's gotta be C
7/4/2019.
notes? Shift stupid C notes.
Says SR suspension crash. In date 12/31/9999 with no lift date. Not eligible.
Go ahead. That's correct.
S734 is going to be clear and valid restriction.
Christy Kinter subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you.
11 Chevrolet.
No relation.
Unit's clear for a call.
223 to 20. Can you block traffic off that way? I'm gonna get him turned around here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Bob.
Yes, ma'am. It's going to be for the same dog that y'all got a call on earlier. The puppy that ran up. The dog is currently back in that front yard, and they were wondering if y'all could go back on scene to try and catch it.
Let that dog alone. Let him make it.
There.
Oink Oink underscore 50 says, it's no C notes shift.
It is C notes shift.
1211. For those notes, you can show both dogs obtained by ACO en route to the shelter with the dogs. Clear.
K.1.0 says, hey John.
Hello to you.
Melanie Saep 1784 says, here we thought we were getting 3 months of no C notes. We thought wrong. K.1.0 says, staying warm.
Trying to.
Oink
So far.
Underscore 50 says, it's literally not. They are on days.
Yeah. But they're, the 203 and 218 is still working.
Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas. We are about 50 miles south of Houston.
203 and 218 are definitely working tonight. Yeah, and the disturbance call is kind of BS because the guy's not on scene.
QMS checks thoroughly, always at a possible. I'm not finding anything for that subject. I'll contact Angleton and see if they have anything.
Yeah, that's what I said. The guy's in Angleton. Unless it's up here, I don't see the wreck.
K.1.0 says you and your car in the rain, John?
Yes.
Leash and some treats.
Yeah, I'm in my car in the rain. So far, I haven't had to get out of it, which is good, because I am a spoiled activist. If it's 72 degrees and sunny outside and your rights are violated, I'll be there. Even though I'm out here.
K.1.0 says, well, that's smart.
Yeah, I get it.
Skylar Burren says, Big Bucky's in LJ Police there.
Okay. At Big Bucky's? I can get there.
100% traffic. 226 traffic. 92 clear. 12 traffic.
They're all en route to somewhere. Damn it. We're on old scanner traffic. I am dumb.
Reed Perez 60 says, I guess you fixed the window in your car, John.
Nope, I didn't. Guys, I am dumb. We're listening to old scanner traffic. Like from today. C-Notes is not working.
Fargine Bastage says BRB.
Now we're current. Oh, I feel so dumb. It's my first day of streaming, everyone.
Auntie Ian says, you should get crafty and gather felony crown royal bags.
You know,
Stitch them together to cover your back window, lol.
yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
Sherry says, oh no, lol.
I feel so dumb.
Sayef 1784 says, are you kidding me, John?
Nope. That's why I'm not hearing repeating the traffic. I mean, the real-time scanner is live, but the online scanner was all the way back to today.
Oink oink underscore 50 says, they wouldn't have people who worked day shift today work night shift too.
Yeah, no,
That's illegal. Auntie Eam says, it's okay first day of streaming.
It's my very first day of streaming, guys.
Sherry says we are bored anyway.
Now we know what was happening today. Or possibly 2 days ago. C-Notes is probably watching the stream laughing.
Silabaran says, they're behind the big buckers in LJ.
Alright, I'm headed that way.
Sherry says we are all caught up.
Yeah, now we're caught up.
Richard Charles 8143. Richard Charles 8143.
459, you're clear. Do you need a return?
Clear, copy 28.
Alright, I found a cop.
445.
Richard Charles 8143.
Thank you for the subscription.
Auntie Eam says, how long do you think the scanner was like that?
Probably from, at some point I just, that phone got bumped. So that's what happens. That phone got bumped. And I sent it all the way back to the beginning of the stream.
Marsha Sarilegui says, hey John, there are people that come into the live and they speak Spanish. Do you want me to translate what we do here on the live stream?
Sure, why not? I don't know how the TTS will handle it, but go ahead.
Sherry says, hey John, pick me up a Coke on ice. Lol.
I don't shop at Buc-ee's. That guy's just going to get gas, probably. I feel dumb. You know, I could have not told you guys and just put it current, but if I mess up, I mess up.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, I think it got bumped when we fell off at the gas station.
Probably. That is probably
Sherry
what
says
happened.
I was joking.
Yeah, no, it probably did, and then as a matter of fact.
Auntie Im says, just roll with it. We're here for the ride.
There you go. But we do, I mean, the one scanner is live, so I just wasn't hearing a repeat of it.
Sherry says the view is live. Nancy sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Thanks, and the caller's going to be in front of the 11 building. Verbal, there's a check.
Mulaney 008 sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me.
Mulaney 008 says hello.
Hello to you.
Wait, it's just from the caller's going to be in front of the 11 building.
Steve 05 sent a heart me.
Thank you for the heart me, Steve 05.
Mulaney 008 says you.
Oh no, Miss Claire, I think we're out on her. Email ration blanket on front. Sure, no problem.
11 building, 11 building.
Brett Zube Percy subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you for subscribing over on YouTube.
Online weirdo, star emoji, hyacinth emoji, subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you.
Dava Reishland subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you.
Steve 05 says raining, we got snow.
We got rain. Yeah, we're at 38 degrees, so.
Melanie CF 1784 says, so we probably missed a whack of falls, hey John?
Probably. Not really, because the other scanner would have told us. We were just following things that didn't exist. Don't tell the cops. They're all laughing at me right now. Don't tell them.
Steve 05 says 20 here.
20? That's too cold. You should move down here. Snow and ice. I want it in sport mode.
Auntie M says, your secret is safe with me, John.
Very good. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Melanie Syep 1784 says, where's the 11 building, John?
I don't know. I don't know which apartment it is.
2 in Pennsylvania.
2? Yeah, I moved from Pennsylvania.
Again, Bastich says we still in Quick John. And are you pursuing a call?
I'm trying to get to this call that's at Buc-ee's in Lake Jackson.
Marsha Sayalegui says, hola a todos los que están viendo esta transmisión en vivo. Grabamos las interacciones policiales y escuchamos la radio de la policía.
Ah. Thank you.
Sherry says my son moved to Pennsylvania from Danbury.
He's cold right now.
Fargan Bastich says thanks. Chat's got me distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Bruhay 210 says, sorry late for class, don't ask questions, won't tell lies. Lol.
We don't take attendance or tardies here, so you're good.
Samantha Legend says, I'm enjoying the fruit of my labor. Mrs. Legend made me build a fire pit today because we absolutely needed it to survive allegedly. Sitting next to a nice little fire. Tony Delmeter 3 says, hey John, hey Pam,
hi.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Wonderful.
I see it's raining in Boston and we're getting a lot of snow today. A winter snowstorm.
793, 13793. I'm going to have that female aboard my unit and route to 219's location clear for beginning. Sorry, 47, thank you for your assistance.
53415, 53415.
I just seen a cop come back down this way. I think this is probably over, but we'll check it out.
3793.
Tony Delmeter 3 says, always film 50.
Always, always.
Sorry, the 47. Thank you for y'all's assistance.
Yeah, the stop's over. Whatever was happening back here, we'll never know.
Legend says, hey John, I'm watching yesterday's Rockets game live right now.
Oh.
Marsha Sahalegui says, hola a todos los que están viendo esta transmisión en vivo. Probamos las interacciones policiales y escuchamos la radio de la policía.
There you go. I got your joke there.
I heard the weatherman say a term I've never heard before. Thundersnow.
Thundersnow, yes, that's the thing. You got here late. Yes, I did. I did. Right when I was coming up to that light, I saw him pulling off.
Says, I thought he was drunk, lol.
No.
Sherry sent a donut.
Thank you for the donut.
Bruja 210 says, my Jeep lost steering as I was driving today. Then Jeep died. I 3-hour wait. Then it's to freezing.
Oh no. Well, hope your night gets better. Or your night is better than your day was. Alright guys, there's nothing to film. And that also explains the angry customer at Tom's Spawn. That's why there was an angry customer at Tom's Spawn.
Says, yeah, I did.
Now we know why there was
says, one word, Jeep JK.
That explains the...
Hair 210 says, I got it home, I will never drive another Jeep.
Ah.
Fargeen Bastage says, haha.
Why didn't we put reality...
Rebecca X9R5R says, I saw it Fargeen.
So here's the thing, right?
Sherry says it sure does, haha.
It should, that now it makes sense.
Fargeen Bastage says, I just put the numbers in chat.
Yeah, that makes sense now. That's why there was angry customers. We should have, why didn't we come to, you guys?
Michelle 210 says, 15. Magali Maldonado says, the only place the cops usually at is at the nightclubs.
Right.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, Lamau.
That's fair. So we know if he went west or east.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for the bits of subscriptions.
Rebecca X9R5R says, not that old, emo.
Thank you for the bits of subscriptions, the kicks, the super chats. I think we got $40 in super chats. Thank you.
8046 says, how was your day, John?
So far, so good. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Sorry, Legri says, okay, Fargeen. I see it now, LOL, wow, 56 bangled AF.
I got eyes on
Bandman 2024 says, good night, John.
Good night, guys.
Sherry says, have a good night, John.
You too. We'll see you guys later.
Texas Man the Legend says, John keeps saying we don't put this on us.
No one else noticed. No one else noticed to that call.
Her 210 says, good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much over on
Texas
YouTube.
Man the Legend says,
TikTok.
good night, John.
Twitch and Kick. Good night, everybody.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, night, John.
Good night. Make sure you hit the follow or subscribe button.
Melanie Sayep 1784 says, see you later tonight.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Lisa Wrangle 1F Gaskitty says, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Melanie Sayep 1784 says, GN.
Bruja.
Sherry says, haha.
I'm going to hear Brujas.
Rebecca X9R5R says, still killing it, Fargeen.
Did you see Owen's?
Bruja 210 says, John, did you see Owen's mum?
Yes, I had to go pay for two.
Fargeen Bastage says, night, John.
Bruja, stop.
Marsha Sayalegui says, night, John, see you next live.
See you next live, guys.
Blakely 728 says, see you soon. Good
See you
night.
soon.
Be
Good night,
careful.
guys. Will do.
Remember, turn off scanner.
Yes, absolutely. Good night, guys.
Fargy
Wait a minute, 36.
says night Rebecca. Marsha.
Being right to CHI Brazos Sport,
Rebecca
19 with 1
X9
starting mileage
R5R says see
0.0.
you all later. A